Torniamo a un intervento.
And now, let's go to the last panel, Marina Guida, Head of CPG, Fashion and Luxury for Amazon Ads in Italy.
Noi siamo vicini alle persone e ti aiutiamo a connetterti con il tuo pubblico per portare il tuo messaggio ovunque possa essere visto e ascoltato. Nelle serate più tranquille o ad eventi imperdibili. Entra in un mondo di idee, tecnologia e soluzioni in cui il tuo brand possa crescere. Raggiungi nuove audience nei momenti più importanti. Avvicinati a ciò che amano. Amazon Ads.
Grazie. Thank you, David, Pambianco, and PwC for giving me the opportunity to take part in this prestigious event. I work for Amazon Ads, and together with our team, we help brands build advertising strategies regarding Amazon services, from the store to entertaining services. I think that you all know the customer obsession principle by Amazon. We start from the customer needs, and then we work backwards in order to create products and services which improve the life of our clients. And we do it together with our brands in order to help them meet the needs of their consumers. We share our own proprietary information, but also cooperating with third parties, research institutes, etc. This year, in order to get to know better the fashion and luxury customers, we cooperated with Go Business, and I would like to talk about consumers' behaviors and what they've told us about how they use the Amazon services. So thank you, Vogue Business, and we've carried out a survey on 2,700 consumers between 18 and 65 years of age in the UK, France, Italy, Spain, and Germany. 58% of respondents were female, 42% of respondents were male, and they said that in the last 12 months they bought luxury items. They spent at least 1,000 euros per year and at least spent 500 euros on a single item. So that's how we selected our respondents. Let's take a look at their profile and the purchasing behavior. First of all, we divided the group of respondents into two macro groups. The first group was labeled high volume, and they declared that they had bought at least 5 times some items, who had bought at least 5 products costing at least 500 euros, and the other customers were labeled low volumes. And we've seen that these respondents declared that they spent at least 4,000 euros. We're talking about 2/3 of the high-volume respondents, and the remaining third has stated that they've spent even more than 10,000 euros. As for Amazon is concerned, we decided to observe this very group because we think it is an interesting group. So let's take a look at what the two groups have responded. We focused on the beauty, apparel, and the shoes. And as you can see, this is the group. These are the products of preference of the high volume group, of the low volume group. Sorry, and also housing items. And there was a behavior which was common after the post-pandemic period, which is more focused on taking care of ourselves and the things surrounding us, including our home. As for the income groups of the high-volume group, we've seen that in Europe, 70% of these people do not belong to the very high income groups. So we've seen this morning that purchasing luxury items is not necessarily for very high income groups. It is an aspirational purchase and also covers other income groups. Now, let's take a look at age. 63% of respondents are between 18 and 44 years of age, and this group accounts for 76% of the high-volume shoppers. We're talking about groups which ponder their purchasing for more than 1 week before making a purchase decision. It is important in this phase to be able to communicate with them. And people use both offline and online touch points in this inspiration phase. 1 person out of 4 has declared that they collect information offline, and then they purchase the item in the shop, in the store. And 79% of the sample has declared that they are registered to Amazon Prime, and among the high volumes, this percentage increases to 88%. Why? What does it mean? It means that you can look for information on Amazon, buy on Amazon, and also use the entertaining services included in the registration agreement, such as music or movies. Why am I specifying this? Because it is possible to inspire customers while they're pondering whether to buy or not through Amazon Prime. And we've seen that streaming is one of the activities of preferences, together with sports and cooking, of the people that we've surveyed. And 1/4 of respondents have said that they've been influenced by advertising while they were watching contents on streaming. This is very interesting because we can design new communication strategies in order to work with people and potential customers while they're watching streaming contents on streaming. It's also important to understand audiences and what the cultural trends characterizing them are. And according to our research, respondents have stated that they continue being inspired by their favorite influencers and artists who are the protagonists of streaming contents. And among the contents that they prefer, there is art, documentaries, but also comedy, sports, and music. So we're taking a look at how the entertaining services by Amazon are used according to what the respondents have stated, and how it's possible for brand to communicate with them. I will talk about Fire TV, Twitch, Amazon Prime, and other entertaining services by Amazon. So 45% of surveyed Italian luxury shoppers have stated that they have Fire TV, and 31% uses it at least once a week. What is a Fire TV? It's what you can see on the screen. So on the home screen, you can have YouTube, Amazon Music, and all these popular apps, because its aim is to simplify the search for entertaining contents for people. Why should a brand be on Fire TV? Because this becomes a potential content which people can choose to watch. Advertising is not channeled in this case, but you can use your remote control to access the brand, and then you can see the message on your full screen. It might be a content a product, a 30-second video, or even a mini series. And that is why, for example, Faye has decided to cooperate with us on Fire TV with a Faye Archive Tester project. It's a project narrating the life of workers all over the world. It is composed of 6 episodes, and it is set in Nepal. And you can enjoy all the beauty of the Nepalese landscapes on a full screen, thanks to Faye. Now, let's go back to the audience. We've seen in the PwC presentation that millennials are the real protagonists of this sector's growth. But it is also interesting to take a look at what the Gen Z is doing and the Alpha generation is doing, because according to Vogue Business Research, these generations will account for our audience, and they will increase threefold in the next years. And as for Twitch is concerned, 88% of Italian luxury shoppers have use Twitch at least once a week, and 55% use it daily. What is Twitch? Twitch is a live streaming service where people can meet directly with their favorite streamers in order to chat, watch content together. We're talking about cooking contents, music contents. Amazon Music has a Twitch channel where artists are interviewed, and this year we've started live streaming live concerts, and our first project was with Elodie's concert, which was streamed all over Italy, all over the world. So we've been sponsored by Valentino Luxury, and this gave us the opportunity to implement this wonderful project. Today, what is more important for us is getting the attention of our audience, because we live in a fragmented world, especially Gen Z is living in a fragmented world. We've analyzed advertising communication on Twitch, and we've seen that ads on Twitch are more likely to be viewed because it is a service which really involves people who can interact with their favorite streamers. And I would like to finish with Prime Video. 64% of respondents have declared that they use Amazon Prime Video at least once per week. The percentage rises to 79% among high-volume respondents. Why are we talking about Prime Video now? Because we've just announced that starting next year, brands can communicate on Prime Video while people are watching their favorite TV series and talent shows. For example, advertising can be broadcast during the Champions League events, and we will extend this possibility to other entertaining contents. Now, I can share some internal data with you. And this is about Prime Video watch time. 71% of viewing happens on the full screen, and we can see that Prime Video is much used by the 18-44 age group, and it is mainly an urban population with a high level of education and work in managing or supervisory roles. This is also some interesting data. I would like to leave you with some key takeaways. We started analyzing the respondents, the consumers' behavior in the fashion luxury segment. People look for inspiration online, and then they shop in the shops, but also online. Streaming is one of their favored activities. More than 1/4 of them has declared that they have been influenced by some streaming content. So brands should know who they're talking to in order to create genuine communication strategies which are relevant with the interests of their audience. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Marina. Very interesting.